the gap between the 1% and 99% is massive. You see, it's not just money. You have to step back and look at the bigger picture.
So what do you do?
Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we will be talking to you about 3 reasons why money always flows to the rich. In a world of average people and average salaries, many of us aspire to join the 7-figure club. Who doesn't dream of becoming wealthy so they can stop working, go on guilt-free shopping sprees, and take endless vacations? However, most rich people don't do those things, and that's part of how they build and maintain their wealth. There's a difference between living a life of careless spending, which will quickly drain even a wealthy person's bank account, and living for long-term financial independence and wealth. The self-made rich aren't necessarily smarter than anyone else, but they have mastered some important principles that help them get ahead and stay ahead. Most importantly, they treat building wealth as a learnable skill, and it's one that you can learn too. That is why there's the old cliche that goes, the rich keep getting richer. So why are the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer? It's a question a lot of people are asking these days. We hear on a daily basis how the middle class is shrinking, the poor are getting poorer, and the number of new millionaires is growing every year. The extreme upper class, or the so-called mega rich, is increasing every year as well. So why is this happening? There's a plenty of reasons. Some say it's about greed, the government, privilege, or any number of other things beyond any one person's control. A lot of us have personally experienced it on a smaller scale. When we first start out in our professional career, we make very little money, and as we move up the corporate ladder over the next decades, our income and net worth both increase. As our corporate responsibilities increase, we are offered more free, nice meals, good restaurants, and even tickets to sporting events in the name of relationship development from various service providers. There are some really good reasons for why the rich are getting richer. The purpose of this video is not to draw up hate or jealousy of the rich. The purpose of this video is to make you see that there are reasons why it is easier for the rich class to gain more coins than the average person. So what are the 3 reasons why money always flows to the rich? Let's find out why. But before we get into it, make sure to like the video as it really helps out the channel. Let's get right into the video as there's a lot to cover. Reason number 1. The rich have assets and can put the assets to work. Labor isn't the only exchange for money in this world. People also will pay to use certain assets. Those assets are called income-producing assets, and rich people own a lot of those. A best example of an income-producing asset is real estate. In fact, a lot of rich people are big fans of real estate, and they believe that it should be a cornerstone of your investments. People will pay you good cash and recurring ways to live or work in your real estate property. Cash is just another example of an income-producing asset. Banks will borrow your cash, and after a certain period of time will pay you an interest rate. The rich class have more income-producing assets that eventually help them to generate cash flow and continue to add to their own net worth. Rich people have money to buy unique, rare, and expensive items. These items are greatly desired by other rich people. With heavy demand and short supply, the prices will definitely go up. If you have money, you can also buy such items. And this is another reason why the rich get richer. They can afford to buy expensive items wanted by other rich people, and those items can increase in value quickly given the amount of money the people who want the items can afford. Reason number 2, if you're rich, you have better financing options and investment opportunities. The rich have their investment opportunities. There is nothing corrupt or illegal about this. In fact, there are government regulations out there that would only make certain investments available to the rich. Take a private equity fund investment, for example. PE funds by law are only offered to accredited investors. To be an accredited investor, a person must have either an annual income exceeding $200,000 or $300,000 for joint income for the last 2 years, with expectations of earning the same or higher income in the current year, or a net worth exceeding $1 million. The rich have easier access to capital. That shouldn't be a surprise. They have 2 things working in their favor over the average person: assets and strong income. Lenders are in the business of providing money to people. In return, the lenders need to recover their principal back and charge interest. One way for the lenders to mitigate the risk of not recovering their money back is by asking for collateral on the loan. Why can banks lend at a better rate on a mortgage than on a personal loan? The reason why is because your house serves as collateral on a mortgage. The rich have assets, especially income-producing assets. Those assets can serve as collateral on a loan. There are more financing options available to the rich because of this. Additionally, a lender wants to see strong income in order to cover the interest payments. The rich have higher cash flow than the average person. That makes the lenders feel more at ease. Some of the rich have gotten to their position because they lead companies or have a strong following. Their influence is great on either employees or customers. This kind of influence is also very valuable and can produce great wealth. Take Kylie Jenner, for example. She is part of the Kardashian-Jenner family. According to Forbes magazine, Kylie's net worth hit $1 billion, and that made her the world's youngest self-made billionaire. She launched her own successful cosmetic line, which generated a bulk of her billion-dollar net worth. Kylie used her immense number of Twitter followers to help promote her cosmetic line. Last check, her Twitter followers totaled 27 million. With that many followers, she should be able to sell a lot of whatever product she wants to push to her followers. Her level of influence and her followers allows her the ability to generate great wealth. It is easier all around to make money when you're rich, and hopefully now you understand why this is the case with the reasons listed in this video. Don't hate the rich for the ability to generate income and wealth. Wouldn't you also take advantage of the benefits they're offered to you? And this hopefully gives you added motivation to become rich. Once you become rich, a lot more channels for income and wealth open up to keep getting you richer. Are you enjoying our video? Before we get further into the video, please make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more amazing videos from us. Let's continue with the scenario. Reason number 3, the rich place a higher value on their time. If you go to work, you expect to get paid for your time and effort. We hope that seems reasonable to all of us, except for a few politicians out there who believe you should be taxed heavily on your effort and collect very little for your labor. If the economy is good, I assume you will take a job only if it pays you at least what you think is a good price on your time. If your job doesn't pay you what you believe you should be paid, you will probably decide to look for a new job and walk away. The rich class feel the same way, except they prefer to place more value in their time. According to what we believe is a fair exchange for our time, we all work for money. The rich class end up getting more cash for hours worked because they believe that a higher pay amount is worth their time. Given the rich people already have a sizable asset pool, this definitely makes sense. The rich tend to compare compensation to their asset pool. To someone with $25,000 in assets, $100,000 a year might sound good, but $100,000 a year in compensation for working a job doesn't sound as great if you have $10 million in assets. Therefore, the rich will choose to work on something that can produce a higher value for their time. Hopefully this makes sense to you, and it's one of the reasons why the rich continue to get richer, since they place more value on their time. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. But before we go, we want to know how you feel about this video. Can you think of any more reasons why the rich keep getting richer? Now, if you're rich, which of the reasons do you think help you create more income and wealth? You know what to do. See you in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and we will see you soon for our next video. Thanks for watching.